North Korean troops on African soil. 700 soldiers from Pyongyang have landed in Burkina Faso. The West is panicking. Russia, China, and now North Korea, what is really going on in West Africa? And why is Julius Malema still asking the question, what is the U.S. military base doing in Botswana? Stay with us as we uncover the rising global battle for Africa's soul. Just weeks after a failed coup against Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso, a surprising new ally has arrived on the scene, North Korea. Yes, you heard me right. 700 North Korean soldiers have touched down in Ouagadougou, joining 500 troops from Russia and China already on the ground. What does this mean? For Traoré, it's clear, he's building a wall of protection, not just against assassins, but against a Western system that has tried and failed to dominate Africa for generations. This partnership between Burkina Faso and North Korea is more than a political handshake. It's a strategic rebellion against colonial control and foreign meddling. Traoré is saying, we will no longer bow to Western lectures. We want partners, not masters. North Korea brings weapons, technology, and military skills, without the usual lectures about democracy. In return, they get currency, influence, and access to Africa's resources with fair partnership and as equals, not a big brother or small brother situation like that of France. Before we proceed, here is a reminder to like this video, drop a comment and subscribe to our channel so that you can get more videos like this. This alliance is sending shockwaves through Washington and Paris. The US and France are watching in disbelief as their influence in Africa collapses like a house of cards. Their greatest fear? That more African countries will follow Burkina Faso's path. Which is very correct, African countries don't want to be told what to do anymore. It's because of these reasons you said countries like Denis Sassou Nguesso of Congo-Brazzaville, Emerson Mnangagwa of Zimbabwe, Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa has turned away from the West. If Traoré succeeds in using North Korean arms, Russian training, and Chinese infrastructure, he could create a blueprint for African independence that others, like Mali, Niger, and maybe even Congo, might adopt. And let's not forget the question Julius Malema keeps asking. What is the U.S. military base doing in Botswana? If the West is so worried about foreign influence, why are American troops stationed across Africa? Why do French bases still exist decades after independence? Africa has had enough. For years, we were told who to trade with, who to vote for, and even who to call our enemies. That era is ending. The spirit of Patrice Lumumba, Thomas Sankara, and Muammar Gaddafi lives on through leaders like Traoré. The difference now? They are not fighting alone. Traoré is building a network, locally, regionally, globally. He's awakened Burkina Faso's youth, inspired the Sahel Alliance, and gained powerful friends in Russia, China, Iran, Turkey, Venezuela, and now North Korea. What exactly is North Korea offering? Everything from advanced artillery and cyber warfare tools to tactical military strategies. This is not charity. It's mutual interest. North Korea wants hard currency and testing grounds. Burkina Faso wants security, strength, and self-reliance. But every North Korean bullet landing in the Sahel cracks another hole in the Western-led sanctions regime. It's a quiet revolution, but a loud message. The West's biggest fear? That Burkina Faso's bold move will inspire a domino effect. If African countries realize they can say no to the West and still stand tall, a whole new world may rise from the ashes of empire. Military experts report a rapid rise in arms shipments, new cooperation programs, and a merging of North Korean tactics with Russian and Chinese infrastructure investments. If these alliances succeed, they will redraw the map of power in West Africa, and maybe even the world. Some analysts fear that this might not just be about Burkina Faso anymore. With so many powerful nations involved, could we be watching the early signs of World War III? If the West attempts more regime change, they won't be fighting Burkina Faso alone. They'll be confronting a united alliance of countries tired of Western dominance. This isn't just a military alliance, it's a message. Africa is done playing the pawn. We are now writing our own rules. Captain Traoré is not just defending a country. He's inspiring a continent. He is telling the world that Africa has a right to choose its friends, even if those friends are called North Korea, Russia, or China. So now, we ask you. Is this the beginning of a new African independence? Will more nations join Traoré's alliance? And once again, what is the U.S. military base doing in Botswana? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more fearless African stories. Until next time, Africa to the world.